Guys, let's begin this Riga tour as I venture in and out of alleys and try and give you a full grasp of what this place looks like, as we're going to look at these old churches and go down this road that we're on right now, right down the center line right there, and then veer off to the right here and then to the left and then pull it back centered again. Let me jump off my bike and show you this little alley. Park my bike. There's that church again. Incredible. And walk down here and just show you this old area. You can tell it's so old by looking at this kind of brick archway where it's crumbled and probably been rebuilt God knows how many times. With that may have been a fortress, or who knows what it was, but it's definitely extremely old. This is a courtyard now where people hang out and drink beers, whereas in the past it may have had a different function. Ooh, this is nice. It's awesome. God, I love Riga. Do a little architectural thing. Look at this. These are called, or I think they're called ribs, and there's, let's count them. One, I'm just gonna walk up to them. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 like big ribs that when you bring them all together, it gives you that visual effect of depth and just straight up beauty. It's connected to a, looks like a church. Church here, church here. It's just churches all over the place. And this place is, guys, this place is so amazing because there's so much money, and there's so much money because there's so much trade that happened here hundreds and hundreds of years ago. There were merchants, and there was this Hanseatic League of merchants that spread throughout the Baltics and into Germany, and I think Lublin was one of the major Hanseatic kind of port areas, as well as Hamburg, Germany. And they all the Hanseatic League towns and cities resemble each other to some degree. They have somewhat similar merchant architecture because they're all developed and thriving during the same era. This is like a masterpiece church right here, especially with this. It's like 1, 2, 3, or 4 different like nuggets of roof there. How cool. Let's keep going, guys. More to see. Look, if you like history or just beautiful architecture, I think this is a bucket list place to visit. But come during the summer. Definitely not during the winter. It is brutally cold here. But you could spend, I mean, especially if you're a history buff, you could spend weeks here just getting the history and feeling your way into the story and getting a pulse of what it must have been like during those really thriving like merchant times. Whereas now I think it's primarily a tourist area, at least this area is. And I think the Latvians are very creative as well, so that may be a major industry in Riga. We could go straight or left. Let's do a left and then we'll come back to that little road. I see an opening here. Let's see what's here. Looks like newer buildings rather than significant old ones, but I see what looks to be an alleyway. And in this city, the alleys are very, very interesting. Yes, okay, I've been down this one before. It's worth it to do again just because of its sheer beauty. This man is speaking German. Just he's reading a book to these people. That's the first time I think I've ever seen that in all my travels, which sounds odd, but it's true. So guys, we've seen this section before in the other video I posted, so I may have hit the kind of jackpot during my first go around, but it's worth a second look here. And let me stop there, and I'll pick it up if I find some more gems.